Okay. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm recording. All right. All right. So let me check my screen again. Okay. So you guys see how I trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm already building structure right now. Right? I already know the direction as it's going. I'm buying and selling. I'm basically what I'm doing is I'm scalping the monthly right now. That's what we're doing because the initial move is up. We know this already, right?
Yeah.
So not only that, but we know the main direction for years to come. So that's crazy. Over here, right? Big wick, boom, boom, boom. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's a strong area, right? Can price come up and give me that retest from here? Because I'm looking for the retest because of what? The 4 hour. No, the daily, right? We're looking for that daily retest. Daily just closed right here, right? What do we expect after every candle close? A retracement the other way, right? You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I would expect after this close, I would wait for the retest, a retracement up somewhere. And I'll look inside and see where could this thing go up to and where can it reverse down, because right now this candle's pretty strong for a down move, right? So me knowing that, zoom into the 4 hour, my structure right now, right? Is this a possibility where this thing can happen? Yes. The daily just closed right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, a retracement up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't it? So let's see what happens on the 1 hour. And if you want direction, you want some more direction, you got a trend line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Break of this, we could buy up to here. That's another buy, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Break of this, put a stop loss below this low, right? But I gotta see this break and possibly come up to this area right here, right? Eh, I get a little over a 1-to-1 risk, right? But I want to buy it from here and probably get my stop loss below the trend line, right? So that'll be a better risk to reward. So I'll wait for that trade to happen, right? Let's see what happens though. Can we get this break out of here to retest this area? And after the retest, a down move because off of the bigger time frame daily, I know it's coming down, right? Let's see. Let's see. Can we get this break? Give me this break, baby. We got somebody else coming in. Okay. Look, we got the break. Oh my God. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know this was gonna happen. But I know what? What do I know? The daily just closed. Bearish. And I know what? I'm looking for a retracement now. It's gonna go up somewhere, right? After the daily just closed, it's gonna go up somewhere. And I know this, right? Not only that, but we zoomed in and guess what? We saw what? 1, 2, 3, a strong area, right? A strong support area, right? Where it tapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times already, right? Could this be a possibility where the daily can reverse to the upside? The little retracement that we're looking for the daily, right? Yes, possibility, big time. Now what? We just broke out of this. Zoom into the lower time frame. Check this out. Mind blowing. 15-minute, right? Check this out. We're already retesting.
Mm.
Let's say we buy it off of this, right? We buy it off of the break, which was off of the 1 hour. Stop losses below what? The trend line. Like I always say it, right? Because that's a better risk to reward. Because if it breaks below the trend line, I mean, you might head a different direction now. You know what I mean? So I want to be out. In my eyes, I want to be out, right? Because if it broke up and broke back in, we're going somewhere else now, right? So up here, my initial targets, right? I could even target this high. I could target this, possibly a better trade up to this high right here, right? Let's say we do this. Maybe we get a retracement here, right? I'll probably target this high, but I know what? That it might retest this high. But can that also not happen? Yeah, so I want to take my profits where my strategy tells me to take my profits, right? So let's see what happens. 15-minute here, right? Stop loss is below here, below the trend line. Let's see what we get. Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get that move up? Consolidations. Boom. Boom, baby.
Mm.
What's that? We came in here. We bought it right here off of the break, guys.
Mm.
You look at it ahead of time. Ahead of time, right?
Mm.
Ahead of time. You guys see that?
Yeah, dili. Ulang siya dili ko.
1 hour. 1 hour what? Boom. We broke structure on the 1 hour now, right? We took this buy. We needed direction though, right? Why? Off of what? Off of the daily. I knew a day ahead already, a day ahead what move to expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
I already knew this a day ahead because when you look at this, right? Peter, are you there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you look at the day ahead right here. It was a bearish, right? We expect a move
Yeah.
up. We expect a move up
Yeah.
after a bearish, right? Do we know? Because right now in our bias, we were going to be short somewhere, right? Over time, right? So did that happen? Possibly not going to happen because if you look at the daily just crows a strong bullish candle, right? Off of the daily. But structure told us how far to take this up to. I mean, the structure is there, right? This is a winning trade for me right here.
Mm.
The initial target I had was up here, right? But my strategy says take it to the next high, so that's what I did. Boom, hit. Now what? We just broke this. We broke this. Now, this is the main direction here, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, considering the month is what? Bullish, right? We can't ever forget that. We can't ever forget the backstory, right? Don't ever forget the
Mm-hmm.
backstory, right? We still in consideration that what? The monthly just closed from here to here, right? Let me take this out for the 4 hour. Okay. From here to here. Monthly just closed. A correction is to be expected, right? This is the correction. Boom, 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 right? What next? What next, right? Let's look at structure. I don't want to take a trade until it probably hits this trend line right here, right? Because we're reaching what? A big area right now, right? We're reaching that area soon, right? Can I find a trade opportunity? Sergio, can I find a trade opportunity right now, knowing that it's headed up here, right? Can I find one? Yes, you can find one. And I'm going to show you, right? Because I see this all the time in the market. Right now, we just broke this. We broke structure right now on the 1 hour. Structure on the 1 hour is weak compared to daily, compared to weekly, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's only going to make a small move somewhere. We know this. Where can this thing possibly head right now? We know it's bullish. We know it's going to touch something, right? The only thing that I see off of this chart right now, right? What I just built off of structure. We just broke structure. Again, 1, 2, 3 right here, right? I expect a retracement now because why? We just had a 1 hour candle close. Expect a retracement. You know the direction is up, right? So a retracement is needed, right? Sometimes. Do we get it? No, we don't get it sometimes, right? And some people say, oh no, I don't want to miss the move, right? Guess what they do? They buy, right? They buy from here. But guess what? The market might turn around, right? The market might turn around. Big news might come out. Maybe you didn't check news. News affected this, right? Because the structure is there. Structure is bullish, right? The only thing that could change the trajectory of this right now is news. News itself. That's it. That's the only thing, right? And my eyes, I'm going up here. That's where I'm going. I'll probably take profits on the yellow line right there. That's where I take profits, right? But another trade right here. We won this one. That's one win. Okay. Retracement back. Something. Some kind of retracement back, right? Like that. And then go up, right? Up to here. Let's look in the 15-minute now. 15-minute. Let me okay. That's where we're at right now. Okay. 15-minute, right? We broke out of the daily. I want something to come back down, right? Or no trade for me, honestly. Unless I see that this market is too bullish, then I'll zoom into maybe 5-minute, right? To try to find an opening, right? But right now, I expect something to come back. Let's see if we can get that, right? Because our initial target is up here. Can we get that move down? See the structure it just made right now, right? Right here. We just broke out of a smaller structure, right? 15-minute. We didn't get the actual retest, right? That I wanted. I wanted something to come down to here, and this would have been what? A good risk to reward, right? Because I could have bought here, stop losses below that area, right? Nice risk to reward from here, right? And I could have had what? 100 pips right there. Easy. Off of this pair. Real quick, and maybe a couple hours. So what now? Can we still look for buys? No, because we're already close to here. Unless you're a scalper, right? And you're going into the 5-minute and 1-minute, right? Which I wouldn't recommend because it's too choppy. But I'll wait for this now because I already missed the move. So why would I get in for buys right now? I'm not gonna get in no buys because I just missed it. The real move was right here, right? My risk to reward was better down here. Why would I do this now? This is crazy. Like say I know it's gonna buy up to here. Why would I do this? My stop has to be down here. It has to, right? That makes no sense right there. That would make no sense. So I wait for it to get to this area. Let's see what we can get. What did I say at first? I said it's coming here, from here to here, right? Out for the 1 hour. We broke structure. Boom. Could this have been a win for me? Yes. If I would have got the retracement that I was looking for, yes. It could have been a big win for me. Again, right? But look at this right now. What do you see right now? We just broke out. We just broke out of the channel now. Right? Where are we at in the month, in the daily? Where's the daily at? Daily is what? Bullish. Bullish, right? And it just did what? It just ate up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It ate up 7 days coming from last week. It just ate it all up, right? This is how we close right now. Our structure says what? That we're going up because why? In the lower time frame, we just broke out of a channel, right? And guess what? You look at the daily. We just closed that bullish. What do you expect? A small retest, a small retracement down before going up. That's what we expect right now. Because why? Look at the momentum it's carrying. Look at the momentum, right? What did I say? Don't forget history. Don't forget the past. Look, we just broke out of this.
Yeah.
We just broke out of this. We got momentum, right? We broke out of this. Retest, boom. Broke out of this. Retest, boom. Right there, boom, 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 break, right? We're getting a smaller break over here. On the weekly. What do we got on the weekly? Check this out. Check this out. So we know the monthly ended what? Bullish, right? Big candle, right? Guess what price is doing this week right now? Look at this. A rejection. Rejection candle, which means what? This is a strong buying pressure right now, right?
Mm.
Off of the weekly. Strong buying pressure, right? Do you guys see the candle or is it too small?
It's too small.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's, yeah.
This is big buying pressure right here.
Mm.
Look at that. We had big selling pressure over here. But the problem with that selling pressure is what? That the monthly closed bullish. And not only that, but we closed bullish on this. We closed
Mm.
bullish pin bar, right? It's a pin bar to come down, but it closed blue, right? Which means it's still up. It didn't close all the way down, because if it would have closed all the way down, we probably would have had more of a sell pressure coming down. But it still closed bullish, giving signs that what? This market can only reverse so far, right? And I would have
Mm.
seen this ahead of time. So off of the daily, we got that so far reverse that I was expecting, right? Because why? Over here, ideally, this candle, like I said, just ate up 7 days right now, right? It's too strong. It's too strong. So I expect a what? A possible retest. Somewhere down here or something like that, right? Off of the lower time frame. Because the day closed up here, this is the low right here, right? Break of this is what? I'm in a bullish market now. Now I'm in a bullish market, right? Why am I in a bullish market? Well, we came up. We still haven't broke this low right here, right? As long as we don't break this, as long as this does not break, right? Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
As long as this does not break down here, we're not going down. We're going up still. This is the room you have to play with. This whole candle right here is the room you have to play with, right? 4 hours. Oh my God, it erased. Ah, I did not want to do that. All right. Let's look at it from the monthly. Let me start all over again. This is what we're doing right here. Okay. So daily, fast forward to here. We scalped this thing on a month. We scalped it in the lower time frame, the 1 day and the 4 hour, right? Out of the month, right? 4 hour right now. Look at this. We just broke out of this, right? We just broke out. I expect some kind of retracement, maybe off of here, right? I see this high right here, this initial high right here,
Mm.
right there, right? Off of here, I could expect maybe a retracement down, something like that, right? And then possibly a move up to here, up to this high, targeting what? This high right here. Below the trend line, targeting this high right here. Really good risk to reward, right? Targeting this high. Because what? Because why would I target this high? Well, right now we're in a bullish market, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
daily just closed a big engulfing candle. It engulfed, I mean, pretty much a whole week. So we know this thing got some kind of momentum, right? Not only that, but the weekly what ended up a big bullish momentum rejection, right? So we know this thing is gonna come up. It has momentum right now, right? Zooming into a lower time frame, structure. Look what structure is doing right now, right? What is to expect? Patiently wait for the right move, right? Right here, patiently wait for the right move, right here and right here, right? This is where as traders you gotta be patient, right? And you gotta wait. Just wait for something to happen, either for this to come down on the lower time frame and retest this trend line and go up, or come from this area, retracement down, or break this area, right? Initial buy from here up to this high. 3 opportunities here, right? What can happen first? I don't know. I can't really predict like that. But what I know is I know what structure's telling me, right? Structure's telling me it's coming up to here right now. That's what it's telling me right now. So can we get a move up here and possibly a retracement down, right? Something like that. That's what I'm expecting right here, right? Because that's the kind of trade I want to take. Let's see. Wow, we don't get it. We don't get that, right? Instead, we get a big push up. Our bias, was it wrong? No, because our bias was what? Coming up to this high, right? Which almost touched it. It hasn't even touched it yet, right? So 1 hour just closed. Big rejection, but it's still bullish though. You see this rejection right here? But it's still bullish, and it what? It closed above this. It closed above this area here.
Yeah.
Right? We closed. So what is to expect? A move down right here, right? Possibly push up like that. Right? Can we get that? Let's look at the lower time frame. Can we get that move to come down? Looks like we did already, kind of, in a way. Right here. With this coming down from up here. Let's see what happens in the next 15 minutes here. Rejection again. Okay, bullish right here. Bullish right here. Most likely this trade is coming up to here already, right? So a small retracement down after every candle close, small retracement down, right? Something like that. And then up here. No trade. There was a trade, right? There was a trade right here. If I would have zoomed into the lower time frame, I could have seen a break somewhere and I would have got in, right? But ideally, when we look at this area would have been a lot better risk to reward right here. Targeting that same high that it hasn't hit yet, right? Boom. You see that? Small retracement down. Wow.
Yeah.
And then up. This thing is not hard to see. You know what I mean? You just gotta you gotta really look at the candles. Look at the candle, right? Like I said, the secret is in there. When a candle closes, you expect a retracement the other way, right? Know where that retracement is gonna happen. If you know where it's gonna happen, you will win a lot of trades. Trust me. Combine this, right? Combine this with your structured trading. Combine this with all your analysis together. Your candle close timing. You can't be wrong. You're gonna be right most of the time. You can't. The only thing that could probably turn this thing the wrong way is news. That's the only thing, right? This right here, I could have gone the lower time frame. This could have been a winning trade for me. I can see it from here. I can see this was a break right here. Boom, buy. $800 right there because I would have done a standard. Right? What next? What next here, right? Before I get to the main point. We just closed a strong rejection off of here, right? Strong rejection. So right now, this market, I'm going to erase all of this. See if I can erase this. So far, oh, snap. Did I just? Okay, yeah, I went back to it again. I want you guys to get this, right? Because I want to take you guys to the main point up here, right? Because I want to tell you guys why I took trades over here. So I want you to understand from down here why I took these over here, right? Let me go back to the monthly. This is every time I go back to a different time frame, it'll erase. Okay. Okay, we're right there, right? We're right here now.
Mm.
Let me try to take all this. You guys are getting something out of this?
Yeah, yeah, we're getting.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at this. Look at this, guys. Right? Look at where we at in the moment right here. Right? So we bounced off of this right here, right? Structure, structure, right? This right now is retesting what? Retesting the trend line. Possible move up. Right? Right off of here. It's looking like we're retesting the trend line we broke out of the 1 hour, right? And we're finally getting that retest to this trend line here. See that? So what is considered a retest, right? Does it have to touch the trend line? Does it have to touch it? No, it doesn't have to touch it. For it to be considered a retest, all it has to do is get to an area like this, right? Get to the area where it broke from, right? Which was right here initially, right?
Yeah.
This is still considered a retest right here because it came down from the original area that it broke. It came back to retest that. That's still a retest. It doesn't have to come in and touch the trend line, right? It don't have to touch the trend line. But from here, I expected a move down here, but we didn't get it right away, right? We got it. We made some move up and then came down, right? My prediction was a little off, but it was still right. Over here, what do we expect now? I expect this move to happen up now. Why do I expect that? Because we just broke a major right now. We broke this. 1, 2, 3, and we broke out, right? Come back up, is exhausted. We're making retests, right? We're retesting, right? The only thing that I see here going the other way is if this market breaks through the trend line again, right? If this thing comes down again, then we're probably coming down, right? Otherwise, anything that happens between this area right here, anything that happens between this trend line here, it still buys. It don't matter if it does all this. We're still buying, right? Because why? It neglects to break through here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're still in buys. Somebody, okay, they're having connection. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't understand how they have bad connections, but they're able to have good connection to message. Is it different from video?
To do a video, you might need a stronger network.
You might need more
connection.
bandwidth, right?
Yeah.
You can't join meeting. Let me send the link again. Okay, let's see if he can get in. So right here, right? What do we expect here?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we got to see how the 4 hour close. 4 hour close, a rejection, and then bullish right now, right? It's a doji around this area, so it's indecision, right? Around what area? Around the area that it came back to retest. We have a doji there. So price is somewhat struggling there. It's thinking about it, right? Because why? We just came back and retested the break. That's why it's thinking. That's why price is thinking about it. Indecisions here, right? Down or up? Which way, right? Let's see. What do I wait for now? I would most likely wait for this break, honestly. Right? I want this break. This is the main break, the main setup right here. 1 and 2, right? I want this break. Can I take a buy somewhere? Can I scalp this thing? Yes, I can scalp it. I can scalp this thing, right? 15 minutes. We broke out of this, right? On the retest. We just broke out of this on the retest, right? Big candle here. What can you expect? Possibility. I'll move up from here. Can I take a trade? Yes, I could probably take a trade here. But I would wait for this to break. 1, 2, right? If it breaks above this, I'm buying this all the way up to here. Price is still struggling, right? Around what area? The same retest area of this, right? Of this trend line here on the 4-hour, right? We're still struggling. It's retesting still. So what does that mean? We're still bullish. Regardless of what it's doing in here, we're still bullish, right? This right here is the turning point. And I can see this candle, unless we break this low, that is the turning point for it to go up, right? So I would still be holding this. We get a break out of here. My buy is going to be right here. Can we get this break? Right? Let's see if we get it. So we came back to retest this area once again, but we didn't break though, right? We still retested. Still retesting, still retesting, still retesting, right? Still buys. What did I say, guys? As long as we're within the trend line, guess what? We're still buys, right? Because we initially just broke out of this. This was the move we broke out of, right here.
Yeah.
Right? So we're still in buys. Look, but there's more what? There's more structure now. Right here, right here, and right here, right? Break out of this, guess what? Boom. Break out of this, boom, right? Woo! We got the break, right?
Yeah.
Break happened right here. That's the break right now. Off of what? Off of the 4-hour retest, right? Of the trend line. Boom, boom. Retested it twice. 1 and 2 right here. 1, 2 right here. Boom. It created a what? It created a double bottom. Right off of the retest. That's crazy. That is king right there. A double bottom off of a retest? Wow. This is a no-brainer, guys. No-brainer right here. Right? Where's my setup? Where's my setup? Right? I said I needed to break this area, right? Let's break out of this. That's what I want. I want to break. We came back down. Possibly for what? A retest of this break, right? That's what we're coming down for, probably. It's still retesting this line, right? We're still in buys. We're still in buys right here. Double tap right here. 1 and 2 times. Still hitting the trend line. This is still buys unless what? It breaks below, right? Boom, we broke below. Okay. So what do we gotta see? 4 hour. 4 hour did what? We're still in the trend line, right? We're still in it. Trend line right here. But guess what? We have a huge rejection off of it though. You see that rejection? Big rejection off of here. Okay, right there. This was where the rejection happened. Right there. We're in buys now. You see the structure now that this market is making? Right, a break of this. A break of this. And take price. And finally take price, right? Finally take it up to this high. Finally, right? It could finally take it up. But what am I looking for? I'm looking for a big candle break. We don't get it. We don't get it, right? 4 hours. 4 hours. Is this market still bullish? What do you guys see here?
Going up.
Going up, right?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like it kind of came in and did a triple bottom now. 1, 2, and 3 hit right here. Not only that, but this wick right here sustained the whole movement. This rejection here is causing all this movement not to come down.
Okay.
See that? So, off of here, can we expect the actual move? Because I was expecting a move up from here, right there. This is where I want to go. That's where I want to initially go, right?
Yeah. Sergio, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hello, Barat.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you, man?
I'm sorry,
How are you?
I got caught in the lesson right now. All right, so I'm basically explaining gold right now. And before I get to the main point, which is gonna be here soon, I just want to give you some knowledge, you know, before I go into that point, right?
Okay.
Okay. So basically how I trade and, you know, how I find my opportunities, right? And I don't let myself get faked out, right? Over here, when you look at candles close, candles open, all that, the way the candle close allows you to think ahead, right? So over here in this market, the monthly, right, was what? The initial move was right here, right? Right? Big candle, right? Month.
Yeah.
After every month closes, what did we expect? A retracement, right?
It returns. Yeah.
Okay, guess what? We've been retracement for weeks here. For maybe a couple weeks now. Right? But we expected this. How are we gonna get it? We didn't know how. But we know that we were gonna be in a retracement mode. Right? For maybe what, half the week, maybe, right? Possibly 3, possibly the whole month. I don't know. But structure will tell us how long it's gonna retrace for, right?
Okay.
So up here, this trend, this I like it right here, right?
Yeah.
This area is so good right now, right here. This area is so good right here because if I could get price to break out of this, 1, 2, 3 hit, right? I could take a trade, possibly all the way up to this high finally, right? So off of here, is this a buy right now? It looks like a freaking buy, honestly.
Mm.
Honestly, right here, this buy will come up to here. It has to. I mean, it's already hit 1, 2, 3. Unless it breaks this low down here, we're still in buys. So let's see. Boom. I actually won if I would have pressed a buy right there. Honestly. Because that's what it looked like. It looked like a freaking buy all of a sudden. How many pips was that? Woo, 740. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes I look at price and I look at it and I just hit a buy or a sell. Honestly. Because sometimes it's too obvious sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this was obvious right here. Boom. Now what do we wait for? A break,
The
right?
retest.
Break the trend
Let's
line.
wait for a break. Because our initial move is all the way up to here because we want this thing to break out already. I want this to break, right? Because I know if it breaks, it's gonna be a massive move. Our last move was right there, right? Next projected move is up here,
Yes.
right? Structure, right here, right? Break of this. We just broke structure. Bearish on smaller time frame. Can we get this break up here in a retest, right? Can we get something like this? Let's try to see if we can get something like this, right? And then just buy this thing. Woof, we got a bigger break than expected, right?
Mm.
This was probably some kind of news right here. But we did break structure, right, Victor?
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
We broke this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
After
Yes.
every candle close, what do we expect? Especially a candle
A
like this.
retest. A
A candle like
retracement.
this. Where do we expect it at?
A
I
long
mean,
retracement.
look, the momentum is huge for the starters. It's huge,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I'll wait for price to get to here first on the lower time frame, right? Let's see. The 1 hour just closed. We expect the retracement. Let's go to the 15-minute. What can we get out of this? We got the retest right there.
Yeah.
Right? That's a retest right
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
there. It literally tapped it. Like literally kissed it.
Yeah.
What does it look like in the lower time frame? Could this move still have more down though? I don't know if it has more down. Unless I zoom in inside the 5-minute. Let's see what it's doing on the 5-minute. Where'd it go? Oh God. Okay, so it erased everything, right? But I'm gonna just leave it here, guys, right? Because we're going in. We got a lot of other pairs to talk about real quick. But you guys see the point, right?
Mm.
It just keeps erasing my line. The lower I go, it'll erase it. So hold on, we were right here. But do you guys understand now that the market structure, Barat?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it.
Okay, so all this right here, I could have been. Honestly, I hadn't even bought gold. I think the last time I bought gold or something like that was somewhere over here, somewhere right here. I think it was. And then I didn't get back to it till I was like over here somewhere. This was like a couple months later. So, right. So off of this right now, right? Off of this, how did I know we were still bullish? Barat,
Mm-hmm.
going back in history, right? Going back in time, right? What did we talk about? Right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monthly, right? When I saw this break, right here, right? When I saw this break right here, off of the monthly, the only area that I can see to slow it down is this area right here. Right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But our initial high is right here. So over time, months ahead, I just knew we were coming here. I knew that. Weekly. Go back. Let me go, get out of this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where I said price will stumble right here, right? It stumbled right here. We got a retracement down. It stumbled right here, but guess what? We broke out of it right here. Again. Broke out of it right here. A retest. Down here. Boom. Goes up on the weekly. Right? Ahead of time. You're building the same structure that we just built off of this small area right here. Right? All that noise that I just made earlier was right here. Structure tells us when this thing is going to break. It tells us. It's going to tell you when it'll break. Honestly. Right? And it'll tell you if it has more down, if it has more up. Right? Check over here. Okay. So this area right here, we broke out, we retest. We've been retesting this same area
Mm-hmm.
on the weekly. We've been retesting the same area that it just broke. It broke out right here. We expected retracements, right? And it hasn't broke it hasn't broke this low right here. But right, what I say, when we saw this and this wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Okay.
that? I said,
Yeah, but
railroad,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I
Yes.
said what? I said bullish. This thing is going up.
Yes.
But guess what? After every candle close, we expect a retracement. We got it.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, I predicted this weeks ago.
Mm.
Let me see on the daily here. Right? It was right here. And I predicted what? I moved down to create an inverted head and shoulders. And we did make that. And then a break and then an up move. We made that already. Right? All that because of this right here.
Mm.
Ahead of time, I knew this because of this. And because
Mm.
we're in a what? A weekly retest. Right here. Boom, retest. Railroad. Small move down, big move up. It's in there. Daily. Rejection right here, right? I knew from here that we were going to be going up. I just didn't know when, right? This is where you have to zoom in the lower time frame. This candle told you everything right here. Coming up here, all the way down here, rejection. It's not going to pass this low, and I knew this on the daily. So guess what? I had buys in here somewhere, but I already erased those buys. 4 hour. Price was right here, right? Right here. We broke out of this. The neckline of the inverted head and shoulders, right?
Mm.
We broke out right here. Why did we break out? Because we actually closed above now. You see that? Over here, wick, 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 wick. Now we finally get a close right here, right? One hour. You guys are there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello, Sergio.
Hey, so were you listening to all this? Were you
You
on there?
said?
I said, were you just on a
Yes,
while ago?
I was listening all along, but because I'm on the road, so I had to mute my video and voice.
Okay. That's kind of unsafe to do that right now.
I'm just listening. I'm using the earpiece,
Okay.
and then I watch once in a while.
Okay.
I was not driving for a minute or two.
Barat. I think we lost Barat. But right here. How I knew this move was gonna happen, right? From here to here, I knew this high. I was targeting up here. I said it before, this high right here. Right? We just broke out. Strong area. We closed above it. We expect a smaller retest, a small retracement down on the lower time frame. Right? We got it. Retest right here.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Barat, you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
This area right here, right? I still remember this point. I was gonna have a trade over here, right? Because it just broke out. And initially, I was targeting. This was my target, right? Crazy
Yeah.
idea, right? Crazy idea. My actual targets, right?
It's fine though. Hello. Hello, I'm a Pasaka.
You see that, Barat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Okay.
My initial target was right there. It's crazy, but that's what it was, right? But why didn't I do that, right? Why didn't I do that, right? Because literally, I would have held all the way up to 1800, right? This is a big move it's gonna make. You see that? It's a big move. So my targets were pretty high after this break because it just broke out of a consolidation we were in a consolidation here, right? For a long time. So what do we expect after a big consolidation period? We're gonna make a massive break, right? My initial targets was at 1800, crazy, right? But I missed it. I missed this right here. Otherwise, I would have been riding this thing still right now. Because why? Look at where my risk is right here, below the trend line. That's crazy. Right? You see that? This is crazy right here. I'm not even risking nothing to make all of this because I know where it's headed. For the weekly, right? 1800. 1800 right here, right?
Yeah.
So if I would have bought it from this break right here, boom.
Where's mommy?
But I missed it. So I didn't trade from here. I didn't trade it when it was buying out, right? I only traded when it broke this area here. So I waited patiently. Break of this area here, right? This is the last high. You could even buy here and targeted this high right here, right? You could have bought there, but I missed it. So no trade for me, even though I know where it was headed.
You want to trade after the brook?
Look, right? We're still in a buy here, right? See that? I would have been in such a win right now. It's crazy because I had planned this. This was planned. But I missed it and I was so pissed off that I missed this. So getting in was not a good idea unless I see this thing come back, right? If I saw a retracement back here, that'll present me with a better risk to buy it all the way up again.
Yeah.
But I couldn't swing it. So guess what? I had to scalp it. Right? I couldn't swing it, so I had to scalp it. This was actually my swing trade right here.
Okay.
Literally. But let's see over here. I'm gonna tell you where I actually took a trade here. Okay, so right here, let's zoom in. Initially, right here says I know that on the daily we were on bullish momentum, right?
Mm.
So I knew this market will make a retracement here,
Mm.
somewhere along this area, right? Which we did. So I waited for that retracement. Once it broke this, right? And I already missed this. I missed it here too. I missed it here and I missed it here because I'm not always looking at the chart.
Mm.
So I missed this and I missed this. So my only thing here was wait for this thing to come down again to this area, right?
Mm.
So that's what I did. So when that happened, we did get the retest like I was expecting. Right here. We got it right here. So what do I look for in retest, right? I look for a structure. I look for patterns. Something that's gonna break out, right?
Mm.
Right here. If I zoomed in, well, I'm not gonna go as far as a 5 minute, but over here, I was already expecting some move over here, right? So I took a trade off of a break right here. This is what I was targeting. At first, I was targeting 1759, something like that, 1758 or something. I can't remember. But initially, after the break, I took the trade here. See if we get this break,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Okay, right there. Lower time frame. I took a buy right here, right? My stops were below here,
Mm.
right? And literally, I even showed it on the group where I was buying this thing, and it was going up exactly where I bought it from. Boom, right? Let's see where
Mm.
it goes to. My target area was up here.
Mm.
Took profit right there, right? Off of this break right here. You could have took profits off of this high, but I knew it still had more up, so I still let it ride up. Um, Now next, what do you wait for? I wait for it to hit a major area, 4 hour, right? This area is
Mm.
major now. We just ran through this area already, right?
Mm.
Next area is up here, right? So
Mm.
that's what I'm waiting for. I'm still waiting for this thing to come up all the way. It hasn't come up all the way. So off of
No.
the 15-minute, right? I wait for a move down somewhere. I want another retracement so I could get in.
Mm.
Another retracement, another pattern or something, right?
Mm.
You see the structure it's making now? Check this out. So this was another trade I took earlier today.
Mm.
No, this was yesterday. Was it yesterday or earlier? Yeah, yesterday, sometime. But this was another one right here, right? I took it off of a break right there,
Mm.
right? You see that?
Mm.
We broke out of this. One, two, three. Then it came back up and closed above now, right? Boom. Lower time frame. I took this buy all the way up to this 1763, right? Which is what we talked about today, actually. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I took this buy right here. Came up, boom, hit my target up here.
Mm.
Crazy. Quick 500 bucks over here. Big wick over that right now. This probably was working on the 4 hour right now, right? So now my next move is what? I'm giving it away right now, right? Because if you look at the lower time frame, you're retesting this now. This area that it just broke, boom, right here. Big rejection off of here. Look at the 5 minute. We're forming a what? Another breakout. Okay, I took another trade right here. I'm still on it. If I check how, I don't know how it's doing. I haven't even looked at it. Hopefully it's a win. Let's see where it's at. I took this trade just like before the meeting, I think it was. Where's it at? Probably hit my stops already. It has not hit my stop yet. So I'm still holding. Check this. So why am I still holding? Because we still broke out of this area here. Not only that, look at the 1 hour. 4 hour? 4 hour what? We're at 12 already, right? So guess what? We just broke out of an area right now. You see that? Broke out of this right now. We actually closed above it. I know you can't see it because I have all these drawings there, but right there, we closed above. So a small retracement is expected, right? If I go back to my scalping trade, possibility that I lose this. Yeah, there could be a possibility that I lose this one. I just won 2. So, I mean, the loss is somewhere in here, somewhere. But if it does go up, my initial targets is at 1780, something like that. I think it was. Right? But my view on gold right now, because everybody wants to know it. As you can see from the last, the paths that I just talked about, right? As long as it's within the trend line, we're still in buy, so I'm not even worried about it. 4 hour. 4 hour, we closed a big, strong bullish candle right now, right? Look how much I would have been in profit if I would have took this buy from here. I was planning this out and I missed it. 290 pips so far. Targeting 1800. But we just broke this. What move is to be expected? All the way up right now. It's too bullish. It's way too bullish. Can we get a retracement before that? We could possibly get a retracement off of this pair. Area that I see is this area here. Let me go into the 1 hour. You see where the red is at? So this could possibly be a loss for me here. After winning 2, I lose 1. That's okay. Low risk, low risk. So, and then up from here. Right? Retracement back down here. Up. That's what I'd be looking for next. I'd wait for it. Because right now we're at 12 o'clock, right? You have to know the right time to trade. You have to know the right time, right? Because if you know that you're already getting close to Asian session, why take any buys? Because you're going to be holding this thing for a long time.
That's true.
Right? We're going to be in consolidations. Like we have to have market knowledge also. You know? Like right now, I took this trade based off of the momentum it was headed. This trade I took a while ago, right? And this was like maybe a couple hours ago, right? So I mean, I took it based off of the momentum because we could have still had another move up, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get that, right? So a move down is expected right here. Look out for this area, guys. Look out for this area right here.
Mm.
See what happens around here. This is what I'll be looking for now. Something around here. Possibly come back here, retest again, because it already retested one time with this wick right here. Come back down here, do a double bottom, boom, right? From here. That's the move I'm expecting here.
Mm.
How far is the move? Well, right now it's real bullish. We know that based off of the daily. It's real bullish. There's nothing stopping this. So the daily close will tell us a lot. In 4 hours, we will know a lot about this pair. So depending if this thing breaks above or comes down, if this thing closes below this high here, possibilities we can expect a retracement down. Because this thing is kind of, at the moment, I still think it's real bullish. And it can still come up and down and stuff like that. But this area could be a possibility where it could come down and retest the break. The break happened over here, somewhere down here. So this thing could come down and can still come up from here, like that. But the daily, like I said, the daily will tell us everything. Wait for that daily to close. If it closes above 1760, I think it was 1765, close above that area, and I'm all in on buys here. I'll be just looking for a small retracement and buy this thing, probably all the way up to 1780, because that's been my initial target, really. And it looks like it's gonna do that because the only thing holding it back is this area right now. This is the only thing holding it back. Break of this, you give me a good retest, boom, all the way up to 1800. Bearish. Can we expect bearishness? Yes. If you look at a lower time frame, if the market decides to turn, it could break out of this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Break out of this, it'll come down and hit the trend line probably. Off of this trend line, we'll expect a what? A breakdown or a break up. Like that. Or continuation of the retest down here. Retesting. Broken area, right? Up. A lot of possibilities right now. So what do? We wait. Wait for structure to tell us what it wants. Right now, structure's looking like a little bit down right now. Could possibly lose my trade. See this? Oof, we came up. We actually came up here. Do it here. What happened to the okay, so I'm right here. The trade I took was over here. I'm sorry. Off of this break. I don't know why I erased it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. So looks like I got stopped out because I went over here and then it hit my stop loss. I have like a negative 200 right now. Okay. But guess what, guys? You can't always predict all of them, right? But look, honestly, right now, I took the trade at the wrong point. We're still going up. My stop loss was too tight. My stop loss was too tight because I had it up here and I had it below this. So yeah, we hit right here and we went up as soon as it hit. Crazy. So I wasn't that off from my analysis, but I just got in too early maybe. So my view right now, and you guys can see this break of this, which we just did.
Mm.
On the 1 minute, we broke out right now. Let's check this out. One hour. We're still not done with the 1 hour though. So this wick that we just did a pin bar up here, pin bar. So as long as it doesn't pass the pin bar, we're still down. So, and plus we got 30 more minutes. This market can still push down in 30 minutes. No trade right now, honestly. Major areas being broken here.
Mm.
Matter of fact, this looks pretty good for buys right now. Looks really good right now. I mean, we came back, we retested this. We already retested it, right? Came back, retested this one time. Currently pushed up hard. We come back, we formed a channel. We're breaking out of the channel right now. We broke out of 2. We have this high right now. So my best bet would be this, right? I would wait for price to break above this high. Give me a strong bullish up here.
Mm.
Buys all day right here. Yes, sir. Yep, that's my plan right there. On this, because my risk will be if I get a nice bullish move candle up here. This is coming off of a 5-minute entry here. Stop loss right here. About I do 20 pips. Targeting 1780, which I was targeting. Right there. So just my bias on this, I'll wait for the price to break above this high right now. Break above this high. Give you a nice big bullish candle. Buys all day right there. Because we already retested that high it just broke. We already retested it. Yep. Came here, we retested already. It's time to go up. Can we come down? Yes. If it breaks this right here, it'll come down here. You break out of this, it'll come down to here. But we're still in buys though. All the way up, like I said, from here. So we're playing with this and we're playing with this up here. Right now is this. You guys can see it. It's a box, right? This area is what we're playing with. Consolidations all day right now.
Yeah.
Asian session approaching. More consolidations. Right? Not to mention gold actually closes for like an hour, right?
Mm.
So a break out of this, I mean, it's buys all day from here because it already retested this high right now. This is the high that it broke. It retested it already. Boom, retest, boom, we're going up. You look at the higher time frame is all bullish. Momentum, strong. Strong momentums, only retracements. I mean, look at this thing. You ain't stopping this. The only thing stopping this is right here. This wick right here. Coming down to this wick, boom. Break below the wick, we're coming down more. Initial target is 1800, honestly. That's what I see off of the monthly. I don't know what you guys see, but that's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that? Up here, right?
Yeah.
Looks like we're tapping it, but guess what? We tapped it, but we still have a strong momentum up. Guess what? Now you can start thinking ahead, right? The candle, will it close like this? Well, we got 1 week left. And structure's telling us bullish still? There's no way this candle's going to come down from here right now. Right? No way.
True.
No way. Knowing this ahead of time, I can guarantee you it's going to 1800. There's no way, man. 1 month closes in 7 days right now. Right?
Mm.
This candle will stay like this. Trust me. It's going to stay strong rejection. Small retracement. We still got this high. Check this out. We got a lot of room to play with here. This initial high up here. Right there.
So this is the highest one, right?
That's the highest one, right?
Mm.
So if you look at it, look at the whole structure, right? So I zoomed it in a little bit.
Mm.
This is off of the monthly, right? So beautiful right now. It's just, it's a beauty right now. Because why?
True.
Right? Look at this.
Mm.
Off of this, can we expect some retracement back? Yes. Because why? We've been bullish for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I mean, we've been bullish almost a year.
Mm.
Right? I think this thing is going to find some exhaustion up here, right?
Mm.
We're getting close to that exhaustion. Possibly come down to here. All the way down. Down to here, look. This area right here. Because this was the half point of this break.
Okay.
Possible from right here, it can reverse. Why do I say that? I mean, look at the structure, guys. It tells you, you know, if this thing were to bounce from here, it'll probably come down to this area. That's the only area.
Mm.
Look, check this out.
Don't you think it may go up
It
above
can go up.
1800?
It can go
Above
up.
1800?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, what I'm making is predictions off of structure right now, right? Off of the
Mhm.
highs, off of candles closing, off of everything. Those are my predictions off of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of what I see on price action also on the bigger time frame. Those are my predictions. We still got more up right now.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to hit this area. 1800 is up here. I mean, we still got a lot of room to hit that. It's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then our initial area, this close up here, which is around 1830,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Mm.
Now, you see on this area here, right? This area over here, right? We wicked, right? This is a wick,
Mm.
right? If we have a candle that's a monthly, right? That closed above this,
Mm-hmm.
right? That closed above it. This thing is probably gonna slam.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I mean, this thing has no stop. Look at this uptrend so
Yeah.
far, right?
True.
Initial
So we
move,
can't.
right? We are
We
in
can't
on
predict.
retracement.
Mm.
I'm sorry, what was that?
So we can't predict if it goes above the 1830.
Right now, I can predict that because of this. I mean, this makes me so comfortable right now. If the monthly is about to close and we're making this rejection, huge rejection right now. And on the lower time frame, we still haven't reached this area yet.
Mm-hmm.
We still got more room up.
Mm-hmm.
I even said this, 3 weeks ago? And guess what? We still did. This thing right now, it still got more move up. It got some more move. It's not going to slow down, possibly up to this area maybe. That's the, I think it'll slow down there. But gold right now is so beautiful. The structure, I mean, coming down. Fibonacci's. 61.8. Wow. 61.8 on that gold.
61 what?
61.8 targeting 60
Okay.
percentage wise is 0.618 retracement.
Okay.
Targets all the way up to 1.618, which is the initial target. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. Price breaking above this. Definitely. Over time. I hadn't even looked at it this deeply, but yeah, I didn't even notice that this whole move right here was a 61.8. Golden number right here. We reversed off of this area right here. Golden number. Let's see. From here to here, from here to here. 61.8 right here. Right. So, I mean, it's beautiful right now, guys. This thing is beautiful, really. It's making smooth moves to the upside, smooth moves to the downside. I mean, this pair just moves beautiful. Over here, this is the only area, guys. Like I said, we can expect a huge sell-off right here, somewhere over here. Initially, our buy is up to this high again, right? You guys see a pattern there? You see a pattern?
Mhm.
Look at that. Look at this. I mean, this is another head and shoulder. This is another inverse. Break of the neck is right here. It makes sense to reverse from here.
Yeah.
And then go up again to what? To complete this inverse. Huge inverse here. Check this out.
Okay.
You see that? Huge inverse here. Break off of the neck. Break the neck here again. What happened down here when we broke the neck? What happened over here? Check this out. It's a freaking mimic. Look at this. We broke the neck and guess what? Huge buy off, right? Monthly. We break the neck and guess what? Break this neck, guess what? Huge buy off. Boom. Only thing that can change gold is just news. News in general can just make it a sloppy structure, right? But overall, this thing has been beautiful. I mean, it's telling you what it's going to do. Literally. If I know I'm hitting this target up here and up here, I know I still have more up to go. Daily's telling me up, 4 hours up. I mean, it's crazy all over. Pretty strong. Not only that, but guess what? The dollar is weak, right?
Yeah.
What does that tell you? I mean, it's crazy. This thing's going the other way, right? If the dollar's coming down, this thing has to come up.
True.
Big structures coming over here on this side, though. 1800 is what I was targeting, but I mean, it could come up to as far as this. And guess what? Divergence got, oh, look at this. Divergence. Wow. On the weekly. On the weekly, look at this. Price, right? Momentum is coming down off of the RSI.
It's overbought.
Look at this. Momentum. coming down, right? Momentum coming up from here. What does that mean? If momentum is coming up from the regular chart and momentum is coming down from here, that means what?
Diverging. The diverging.
Sell,
Sell.
sell, right? That's another signal. Monthly structure. We said head and shoulders, right? To complete that, it has to come down here. It has to. And guess what? Areas where it can reverse. We're at the areas already. Right here, right here. Crazy. It's crazy how everything just adds up, you know? You can't lose if you see it. Entries are based off, maybe you got to go deeply inside, you know, to see exactly where you're at. Knowing that you're targeting this area, you look for buys somewhere over here, somewhere over here, somewhere over here, right? This area right here. Break out of this. Huge sell-off. Right here. Huge sell-off. Break out of this right here. Considering what? That on the higher time frames, like we said, we're going to create this inverse right here. Now, is it going to make it? I don't know. Can this thing break up? Yes, it can break up. This is why we got to wait for this area over here. Price is going to probably stumble there for months. Maybe a few months right here. Before we know the right direction. But yeah, that's it. That's my view on this pair, guys. So structure is very clear. We're still going up. Reversals over here, coming over here. Because not only that, we got divergence. Divergence even comes as far as this low and this high. It confluences to what? To completing that inverse. All the way down here. I mean, it comes over here, it comes over here, comes over. I mean, this is a crazy prediction right here. Crazy prediction, but if I see this thing break over time, if it breaks down, we're definitely coming down here. Definitely. But yeah, that's basically my predictions, guys. I mean, it's real clear. You can see it right there. I mean,
20 minutes left for that.
what was that?
20 minutes left to broke it.
To break or what? The 4 hour?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You mean the 1 hour?
4 hour.
Oh,
20
4
minutes.
hours.
Yeah. Let me see 1 hour.
Okay, right now the 4 hour just started, so this thing can do anything it wants right now. It could come down to here before going up. It can even decide it wants to come down now. I mean, but like I said, this wick right here, this price can come down and retrace to this wick right here because this was a high point in the market right here. So coming up to this wick is ideal. Coming to this wick, lower time frame, view this in the lower time frame right next to the wick. I mean, if it's giving you buy signals, I mean, just buy this thing up. I mean,
so you mean it will come down again this week?
Right now the weekly is closing. We still got a lot on the week though, and we just started Tuesday. Tuesday is a trading day. I mean, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, the market's gonna move, man. You know, so we just started. So it's crazy to predict how the weekly is gonna end right now. Right now it's bullish. Last week, guess what we had? We had a huge rejection, right? Coming off of what? The week before we had a what? And the week before that created a what? A railroad pattern, bullish, right? Last week's candle was a rejection. This week's candle, we're in an area where this candle can cause a wick from here to here. This area right here is dangerous. This is the only thing that's worrying me right now. because from here it could try to reverse down because it has time. We got 4 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got 3 days. This thing can
True.
constantly come down from here. In 3 days, it can come down and cause what? A pin bar, right? So this is why I say it has to break this high. I needed to break this. I needed to break this. This wick is dangerous right now. I don't like that wick because off of this, price held for how long? For 3 weeks. Because of this candle right here, price held, right? As you can see, right?
Yeah.
So now we came back to that wick again. Will it break? The momentum is strong though. It is strong. So my prediction is it will break. Daily, 4 hours to close. We close bullish on a daily, we're probably gonna go up. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for gold. I just wanted to talk about one trade because we took up all the time on gold. I was supposed to talk about all this right here. Right? This was one of our signals, right? Right? I said, wait for the 4-hour candle to break and close above the trend line. I think you saw this one, right, Sayo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to buy, preferably a long bullish candle. Expect a retest on either 1 hour or 15-minute time for take profit at least to 9.6, right? Up here, initial targets. Second take profit, 9.634. Stop loss below the trend line, right? So we were in a deciding moment here. I already erased all this. So this is why I'm only showing it from here. And I'm going to go back to the charts after I tell you guys. So we were in a deciding moment here. This is why it was so good. This trade was really good. If you didn't take this signal, I mean, you could have drawn it like this, right? This was so good. It was either going to go up or it was going to come down. I mean, it had to do one thing, right? It's going to go to this initial high or this initial low down here. Because why? We just created a channel and it's going to break somewhere. Not only that, we had this strong trend line coming down, right? This was off of the 4-hour. We break above this. I mean, this thing's coming up here. We break below this. I mean, this thing's going to come down there. I mean, that's the only low, right? So let's check and see what happened. Check this out, guys. What did I say? Off of this area, what? Wait
Goes
for a
down.
candle to break and close before selling. Preferably a long bearish candle. We got it. Long bearish, right? Expect a retest on either the 1 hour or the 15-minute,
Definitely.
right? So did we get
Yeah.
that? If you looked at it on the 1 hour, right? The retest, we wouldn't have got it. We wouldn't have got that retest. But this thing, I still would have took a trade on this. Because why? Off of the 4-hour, we still went up and retested. You see that? The retest was up here on this wick. This wick was a sell-off right there. It told you what it was going to do. Off of that wick. Zoom in the lower time frame. Let's see what happened here. Let's replay this moment, right? Let's see if we could have found an opportunity, right? How I find the opportunity. How I would have done this, right? Because once I saw the 4-hour close, I would expect a small move up, right? Right? So we got the 4-hour candle close right here. Let's check on the 1 hour. Price was too strong. Right? Now we came up on this area right here. Right? So a break of this initial low would have told us what? That it was gonna sell. This was the last low right here, right? So you guys can see it?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can see.
Okay. So a break of this, ideally the next one's right here, honestly. Right? So
Yeah.
break of this is gonna sell. But our opportunity came on the break of this right here. This, what was it? This trend line here, right? And if you would have noticed, this thing actually broke out of the 1 hour, right? So my trade alerts is to alert you guys of opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Right? Possibilities. Signals. It could be signals, right? You can make it a signal, but I actually tell you what to look for, right? How to
Yeah.
make this trade more of a better risk to reward, right?
Yeah.
Initially, I would have took this right now off of the 1 hour, and I would have seen this move break out already. I mean, right here. Stop loss above this trend line. I mean, crazy. Above this trend line right here, off of the 1 hour trend line. Because if price came up there, probably 30 pips. I would have done 30 pips, ideally. That's what I do. I try to do that all the time. Targeting this area right here, that white area. Not all the way to the wick, but like on the close of the 4 hour. Right? So this trade would have been a good one right here. I would have took this trade any day. Because even if price came up here, I mean, I know it's just a retest, right? And I could just hold. I could hold my trade, right? Even if I don't get the retest, my account's good enough for it. So I could have took this in case I missed the move, right? But you don't want to do that. You don't always want to. You don't always want to chase it, right? You don't want to chase it because if you chase it, it could go the wrong way with you. Me, I would have done this because I could risk this. I could risk losing $300, right, for a very profitable trade. Let's see how this would have gone. Retest up here, this wick right there, right? You guys see that wick on the 1 hour, right? We're coming down. Why? Because we just broke out on the 4 hour. 4 hour closed over here somewhere. A small retracement up was expected, and we got it off of this right here, right? 4 hour close over here. Retracement up after 4 hour. Created a rejection candle, pin bar, right? Pin bar right there. Another area where you could have got in right there off of that pin bar. Because why? I mean, we broke out of this. We came down 4 hour. We already did the retracement. I mean, pin bar is ideal to sell right here, right? Do you guys kind of see that? Understand that?
Yeah.
I could have done a trade from there to there. Stop loss above the pin. Very nice risk to reward there. My second entry. Right there. I mean, look at this. Crazy. I would have took that when I saw that. Now, our target is up here. Has it hit our target yet? No. Am I planning to get out? No. This wick right here, it's scary. Let's check out the daily, right? What's it doing? Okay. So price still has room. We just
Yeah.
closed. If we close bearish, The only move that we can make is most likely a retracement up to here. Daily closes, right? Do you guys see this right here, right now, what I'm doing?
But why a retracement here?
You see this? This
Yeah,
wick
yeah.
down here. This was our last wick, right? Our last low that we broke, right? Off of the
Okay.
daily, right? We broke this low and we're closing already, right? We got 3 more hours left,
Okay.
right? 3 more hours left for this to close. Will this thing close below this wick, this last wick down here, right? And if it does, all we expect is just a small retest up to here. A retest up to there, up to that same wick that we broke and closed below it, right? And room for more down. Looks like we're still not there. We're currently up here. It'll be up here, right? The down move. Initially, right? Predicting this. Targeting this area. So, can you take partial profits here? Yeah, I mean, you could take, if you guys would have took this sell off right here and actually let it ride, actually let it do what it's gonna do, then you guys would currently be right here. We still haven't hit our targets yet. Can you get out and take partial profits? Yeah, you can actually right now, if you were in this trade, you can go up, right? Initially where you took the trade and put it at break even. Because now you're at what? A risk-free trade now. Right? So if I have all this right now, what I would do if I was to take a look at it, right? And I actually missed the move, so I didn't take the trade. I missed it. So I never got in. So what I do right now, if I was currently, let's say I took it from here off of that 1 hour break, I'm 39 pips in profit right now. 39. So I could set my stop loss right now to break even, right? Break even stop loss, right? Because if price comes up here, the least you lose is what? A few commissions. I mean, you don't really lose a lot, right? So honestly though, I try to let trades ride and let it do its course, right? So it's either gonna hit my stop loss or it's gonna hit my take profit. That's usually what happens, right? And trades like this, I usually win around 70%, 80% of the time when it does stuff like this.
That's a win.
Right now, I mean, price could still come down. I mean, it's still structure, still going down. So the only retest I see is here. On this current pair right now. Come up to here because we broke out of this. Still get sell-off signals here. We keep going down.
There's
Keep going down. Right there.
there's a slight rejection on the 4 hour though.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a rejection. That's what I was saying a while ago.
Okay.
About that wick on there.
Yeah.
That huge rejection right here. But guess what? What did we get here though? A huge rejection also, right? What does that tell you? It doesn't know what it wants yet. Look at that. Right? Consolidation's coming in. I can already see it. Consolidations like this. Right?
Okay.
Before what? Before breaking out of here. So this move happened what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This move happened a day ago. around this time, right? We broke out. So, I mean, you could possibly be stuck on this trade for 2 days. I mean, you swing trading, right? I mean, if you swing trade, I mean, basically, this is what I teach. So, when I take a trade like this, I let it ride. I don't care what it does. Look at it from the weekly perspective, right? Where's this thing headed over time? It'll tell you a lot. Let me check the weekly real quick. Whoa. The weekly is falling, right? The weekly is falling here.
Yeah.
Last week we had a what? We had a doji, indecisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
This thing closes below the doji. We still got room to go down. This is off of the weekly. We still have a long time to close this candle though. So it's a lot to tell right now on this. Because this thing could make, we did get a rejection 2 weeks ago off of here. Off of this wick and this wick right here. So doji was there after that, doesn't know what it wants. So wherever this thing closes the doji at, that's where we're headed. Doji right here. Doji right here. So we close below the doji. I mean, this thing is a sell-off somewhere over here probably. This thing closes up bullish, probably gonna buy to this high. Deciding moment actually on the weekly now. Structure, how do we know which way though? Structure tells us, right? That we could receive a bounce up from here. That's what it's telling us right now. A bounce from this area. Do we have room to touch it? Yes, we still got room to come down. Off of the 4 hour, yeah. We still got room. This thing still got room to touch this low right here. Rarely do I see price do this and not touch something stronger than I mean, right here is in the middle of nowhere, right? I doubt it'll bounce from here. It's in the middle of nowhere. This thing is gonna consolidate in here and then break down and then break off. Probably London session. And that'll pretty much hit our targets there. That's the move that I'm predicting here because right now, I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere. Initially, this is where to actually make a move from here. From here, I can expect this thing to probably bounce up. This is why I have my targets over here. Right? Break of this low. Break this low off of the weekly. Lows are over here, right? Possibly these wicks down here. Another one. Bounce off of here or break down, touch over here, break off of that, come down here. Right? We halted over here off of this wick. Wick right here, wick right here, wick right here, right? That's the only thing that'll bounce up is from here. I don't see anything else stopping it. So I would leave this trade. If I was in a trade, I would just leave it. Not only that, but the dollar's been weak, right? So coming in from the fundamental side of it, then it's weak. So let's look at USD CAD. USD CAD. Did you
What
guys
up?
see this? Did I post this on there?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay. So check this out.
What? What can make the dollar strong again?
What's that?
I said, what can make the dollar strong again?
What can make it strong again?
Yeah.
Positive news.
Okay.
Positive news. Honestly, it's been falling. All this right here that fell. We're in consolidations. Probably expect another fall soon, right? Because it only halted for a little bit. Daily, we came down, we broke, right? We still haven't done the major retest to this area yet because we broke out of this, right? One, two, three, four hit. We broke out. Big candle, right?
Yeah.
And negative news brought it down. Probably right here, possibly all the rioting that happened during that time. Here in the U.S., I don't know if you guys heard about it.
What?
All the riots that have been happening.
Yeah, I saw it on CNN yesterday.
Yeah. So this area right here, because I expected this to really come up to here. Honestly, when this happened, I saw this move, right? And I'm like, a small move up. We expect something up, right? After every candle closed, a retracement. It made only barely a small retracement. Off of a big candle, you don't expect that. Rarely expect that, right? The only reason it did this out of nowhere is because of those news, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? It threw it off its course. So initially, this is where it wanted to come, right? This area here. Me knowing this ahead of time, I knew this thing was gonna turn around at some point. It had to. And we did. Big candle right here, right? Off of the daily. Big candle. Right there. Guess what? After every candle that closes, we have to expect some kind of retracement, and we're getting it right now. Right? That's what we're getting. Consolidations everywhere. Right? This candle right here is major. Right here. Right? Close this in. This candle is major because it's got bullish momentum off of this candle right here. Because guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It ain't 1 week of price, right? For 3 weeks it's been falling. 1, 2, 3. No, it actually fell for 1 week, right? It fell for 1 week, and then the next week it pushed up, right? We didn't clearly get the retest up here. Then guess what? It started consolidating, right? It's indecisive right now. But check this out, guys. You guys see this bearish candle right here? Big bearish, right? Right? What happened? We just ate 1, 2, 3, 4. We ate 4 days of price right now. We ate 4 days of little candles, consolidations, right? And we caused this big bearish. What do we expect off of this? Selling, right? It's engulfed. It engulfed all of this right here, right? So a retracement up was to be expected, right? Which it has already. It came up and it's coming down. It's clearly at a doji right now. We got 3 more hours left, right? So looking at it from the 4-hour, let's look at structure. Right? Look at this right here. We broke structure right here, guys. We broke structure right here. Understand that. Right off of there, we broke it. This area right here. Guess what? We finally came and retested it. Finally, it hit. It retested the area that it just broke right here. This area just tested right now. You guys want to understand why I said USD CAD is about to sell right here. And I said sell it all the way down to 1, which I took that trade and I banked off of that trade. I took this trade. Boom. Hit, I think it was what area was that? 1.352. Boom, hit. Guess what? 4 hours later, it started going up. But I took it there initially. Price had to hit this because it hadn't tested yet. We haven't got that test there yet. And this is why I said over here, deciding moment. Why? Because if it breaks below this, we're going to sell down to here, right? But if it holds this right here, if it holds this retest, we're going to come up right here. And I said it. Look, we're going to come up. It's a deciding moment. These are kind of trades I like to take here, right? Guess what? What do you guys see here? Gaining a little bit of strength right now, right? We just broke off of this. What can we wait for here? Honestly, there's nothing for me here unless I scalp. But waiting for major moves on this pair, I'll wait for the initial break out of this. I need a break out of this thing right here. Give me a break out of this. Then I can confirm this thing is going up. Because honestly, right now, consolidations all over on the daily too. 4 hour, it's just consolidating right now. It hasn't had an initial break down here or initial break up here, right? Consolidations inside. After that big bullish candle, we consolidated for a while, right? This thing's getting ready for something. It's getting ready for a breakout. It was either going to break down here or it's going to break up here. It's one of the two. Possibilities where this can go after this breaks, right? One area, 2, 3, 3 point, breaking 3 point, 4, boom, breaks up, right? Where can this thing go, right? Area, confluence is up to here, and I marked it already. I just marked it right there. Why is this confluence? Because I have a trend line coming down, right? Daily trend line. This area right here, right? Look at this. Check this out. Confluence is everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trend line daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trend line daily, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Support daily, right? A lot of confluences up here. Plenty of them. Over time, this thing. Even if I do, maybe let's do a Fibonacci crazy like we did on gold, right? What is this thing hitting? 61.8? 50? 50. It's hitting the 50 right now. Bounced off of the 50 and retested the broken structure. This thing can come up bad right now. We got this point on up here. Harmonic movement will be from here, the breakout, right? The breakout, if the breakout starts over here, my move will be right here. Check this out, guy. Oh my goodness. Check this out. I mean, it's confluences. Major. So explaining why over here, if I'm buying from here, I'll buy it up to here, right? Why? Because this is the next high, right? The next strongest high. After that, the next one will be this one, right? That'll be my take profit too. You break out of this, the next high comes in here. Look at this. I mean, another confluence right here. This other high is over here, around this area. Crazy. Crazy. This thing breaks out of here. Massive buyout, guys. Massive. Areas right here. Unless these news decide to keep pushing it down, right? Break out of this. Stop loss below the trend line. Boom. Target over here. Swing trade. I'll probably swing this. I'll probably do the swing on this one. If that were to happen, I'll probably do a swing. We have another area right here in case this thing does bounce from here up here, right? Areas right here already forming the uptrend. Right? Right? Break out of this. Guess what? Right? I can already see this thing. Like boom, 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 boom. Break. Get out of my way. I retested. I'm going down now. Retest. Boom. Guys, see that?
Mm-hmm.
This area is too strong for it to break. If it breaks up, huge buyout. Huge. Targeting what? The initial high. Right? What happened with gold? Once it broke out something, boom, all the way up. I mean, this is the only high right here. Half point is right here. This is half point right there. That's half point right there. If it breaks that half point, I mean, huge buying opportunities over time on this pair. So unless, you know, news keeps bringing it down, yeah, you got to understand that the market, I mean, it already has where it's going already, right? So if we get any negative news, positive news, it's only going to move it the wrong direction for some time, but it's still going to go where it's supposed to go eventually, right?
Mm.
But this is another crazy thing I predicted here, guys. Look at this, right? Probably going to blow your mind here. I remember the day that I just could see patterns happening, right? You could just see it. And I've predicted so many of them. Like some of them that came out wrong, some of them came out right because I see it all the time, right?
Sergio, I have to go. I have office now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
All
catch
right.
you sometime.
All right.
Okay.
I hope you got enough
Yeah,
insight on it.
yeah. Hope you are going to upload this recording also, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna finish explaining this to Sayo real quick, and then I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and get the
Okay. Okay.
video uploaded and stuff. I will upload this one. This one turned out to be pretty good. I'll give out some good nuggets on this video.
Yeah. Okay. And okay. Thanks, Sergio.
All right, all right. We'll
Okay.
see you next
Okay.
time.
All
Bye,
right, bye.
Sayo. Bye, Sayo. Bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye. Take
Yeah.
care.
So, Sayo, basically what I want to explain is, you can just see patterns happen ahead of time, right?
Yeah, I see it.
And when you see it and you get the right signals there to complete the patterns, why not take those buys? Why not take those sells, right?
Yeah.
Especially if
You
they're
know,
in a good area.
the more you teach, the more, it gets clearer.
It starts
You know,
clearing,
it's
right?
like, yeah, it's like reading a book. The more you read it, the more it stays with you.
Right. So over time on this, the price error reaches this area. This is a strong area right here, right? Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's tapping so many things. It's crazy. You got a trend line, two trend lines. You got strong
Yeah.
support that it broke, and then you got it coming up for a retest. Wow. Now, like I said, if this thing breaks, if we break up here, I mean,
Hmm.
huge buy off, right? Over time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do this real quick. The inverse, spotting the inverse here, right? Potentially, right? So if price breaks out of this initial high right here, right? right there, right? For the inverse. This is looking like gold right now, right? This is
Yeah.
looking like gold right now. Cause like, I know if it breaks this right here, I know if it breaks this, we're gonna come up to complete this. And then off of here, I know we're gonna sell because we're in a strong resistance. Boom, right? And then what
Yeah.
over here? I know I'm gonna buy because I'm in a strong support right here. Boom, completing that pattern. Break this over here. Guess what? Reach our
Bye.
destination right here. So I could have this in mind for a couple months here, you know,
Yeah.
and still have it in mind. So if I'm getting close to completing this, I mean it's gonna be a crazy, crazy, crazy profits, man. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
So honestly, off of here, this is a decided moment here. This area is strong. It'll be a decided moment here. This comes up. I mean, it's a trend line coming here. You break off of this. I mean, it's crazy. You break off of this strong sell right here, all the way down to this area. Crazy.
Mhm.
Initial target's probably down here. That's the last low. So I mean, I can see it happening. So lastly, if it breaks this area right here, this is probably gonna buy. It's gonna buy. You break this. Do you break this area right here? It's gonna buy.
Okay.
So looks like it's gaining strength. So I mean, most likely we'll probably get that move. I was saying the fundamental side because we have been kind of weak. This is why I took
Yeah.
the sell right here.
Okay.
JVP Chief, right? One last one. I took this trade actually before the meeting.
Okay.
I took it off of right here, off of this bullish candle right there. I'm predicting a break actually. I'm doing this before it even breaks out.
Okay.
So off of this, bullish candle right there. Right there. Initial entry right there. I took a king entry on this. Real king. Currently right now, as you can see, kind of an inverse head and shoulders, right? That I predicted
Yeah. Mhm.
right off of here. Break of this, we're gonna come up. But why do I predict this thing is coming up, right? That it's still gonna break this without even me waiting for it, right?
Yeah.
Because this area is pretty strong. 1, 2, 3, right? So why would I buy from here and still buy it up to here? I don't know if that'll happen, right?
Mhm.
Looking at the 4-hour, we're in the area, right? Already. Right here. Strong area, right? Where price came up off of this pair. Huge buyout from here, right?
Yeah.
So price touched it again. What can be expected, right? Can a huge buyout be expected? You ask yourself this, right? Price is currently right here where I took this trade, right? I'm gonna walk you through it point for point. Why I took this trade
Okay.
and how far deeply I look into it before I take this trade, right?
Mhm. All right.
Daily, right? So off of here, we just said it was important, right? This is important. And we tapped it again, 1, 2, right?
Mhm.
Off of the daily, where are we at? Where's price at on the daily? Currently, we're holding on this trend line here, right? Huge trend line
Yeah.
coming down, right? So we came down, we hit the trend line, we came up, right? We broke below it, And then guess what? I'm expecting this thing to break above it. Why do I expect that? Because we are in a strong area right now. This is too strong right here, right? Because we bought off big time off of here. Not only that, but this trend line has proven to break up before in the past. We've broken above it before. We've broken above it, so it could be possible we can still break above again, right?
Yeah.
Based off of this and based off of this. Initial highs are over here. Can you predict on this market a consolidation state? Right? Yes.
Yeah.
I can predict consolidations. Consolidations do what? Up, down, right?
Yeah.
Off of the weekly, I look at it, right? Monthly. Let's check out the monthly real quick. Right? Huge wick off of here. We're in a bullish state. Look at this. Monthly area, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're currently on 4 right now, right? And it's been proven to what in the past? Buy. 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 We wicked right here. Buy. We bought, right?
Yeah.
Weekly. All this happening here. Strong area of resistance. I can predict this to go up right off of here. Sure, why not? Because why? It causes a what? It makes a double bottom. See that?
Yeah.
And now you look lower into the structure. We already rejected. Rejected here. We have a big rejection candle off of here. Close to what? The trend line. Bullish momentum. I took the buy. I took this buy. Initially, my targets are over here, but the high that I would be targeting is this. 1, 2 hit, then 3 hit, right? You come up. You come up to this area right here. Most likely, I could say I could see this as a win for me, honestly. But when it gets up to here, I could expect price to probably come down some, or you break out, you're gonna go up to this high. Decided moment on this. So that's basically how I see it. I mean, you got to really look into what happens in the other time frames. You know, when the candle's closed, look to see what phase you're on. Euro USD. One more. This is the signal we took. Right? You either took what?
Buy, sell.
Looks like it was a win. If you took the buy, it was a win. I called this out on the alert. This was an alert right here. Right? Right off of here. You would have took the buy off the break. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's all I want to show today. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. Can you hear me?
All right, Sergio. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I hope you got enough info on this.
Sure, I did. I did. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Until next session.
All right. Love to the family.
All right. Thank you. You as well.
All right then. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.